announcer and broadcaster. He's been my personal announcer on Ask Pastor Dick since 1981. You know him as the alert and unbending Mr. Dale Embry. Well, Dale, I'm sure a lot of our audience tonight knew you were a recovering homosexual, but I don't think many of them realized you were a squirrel.
That's right, Pastor Dick. You know, nowadays more and more people say to me, Dale, Christianity is stupid. Communism is good. Give up. But you know, I don't believe that. In fact, I love Christianity, for I am a Christian. How fortunate I am to reflect on a spiritually centered childhood. When I look back, I see flannel graph, not fights. I hear fellowship, not funk. I taste pot roast, not pills, for following Kids Brigade, not kidnappers. All because my mean parents would not let me have my way. Now, as I look forward to raising a family of my own, I'll feel proud when my children call me mean.
Well, that's very, very moving, Dale, and I thank you for that. Now, I understand you have some friends with you tonight, and what better opportunity to show off your announcing skills but to introduce all of our new friends.
Thank you, Pastor Dick. Now, here's our first guest. He's a frequent co-sponsor of Promise Keepers of Hoopiston, Illinois, and you may recognize him as a semi-regular on Calvary's Treehouse. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Chuck Mueller.
Hee-haw! What kind of a freak show is this? Do I detect a bit of blasphemy in the air tonight?
Oh, well, Chuck, now I think it's just because our audience
Our next guest is just like each and every one of us here this evening. A little lost lamb who has gone astray. As insignificant and unworthy as the fallen sparrow. So dumb and blind is she, pitifully paralyzed by her own fear that we can't hear the screams as she is trampled mercilessly by an angry pen of bulls. Will you please welcome Miss Nadine Lambert?
Well, don't just stand there. What do you have to say for yourself?
Oh, I don't like it here. I'm afraid.
Oh, Nadine, now, what are you afraid of?
Oh, the big crowd of people.
Oh.
Huh! If you want to know the truth, we're not even sure they even are people.
Now, Chuck, our audience can't help what they look like.
Well, actually, Pastor Dick, our audience probably could help it. But I believe they've deliberately altered their appearance as a lifestyle choice. Oh, now I'm really scared.
Oh, for corn's sakes! We can always slam the barn doors if we're attacked.
Oh, Chuck, now please.
But that's not what I'm afraid of.
Well, just what is it you're afraid of, Nadine?
I don't think they're saved.
Well, Nadine, now we have no way of knowing whether our audience is safe.
Pastor Dick, I know how we can find out for sure.
How's that, Dale?
Come a little closer, and I'll tell you.
Oh, that's a great idea, Dale, but we'll need our audience to help us out. As the saying goes, say amen, everybody. If you're saved and you know it, say amen. If you're saved and you know it, say amen. If you're saved and you know it, then your life will surely show it. If you're saved and you know it, say amen. There, you see.
Look, everybody. They are saved.
There. How about
They
that?
look like a bunch of harlots, if you ask me.
Oh, Chuck, now you stop that. Now be a good witness.
Okay, from here on out, I'll be a good witness.
Well, that's much better. Thank you, Chuck.
And I can't believe what I'm witnessing.
Chuck, please.
Oh, don't be bad. Let's sing a song.
Good idea.
Oh, all right. But I'm sure they'll hate it. Hey, maybe this won't be so bad after all.
Take it, Dale.
Now, Pastor Dick presents his latest musical ministry as inspired through the pages of the Bible.
Let's all put our hands together and pray for a better world. I don't believe in problems, I believe in right and wrong. And it's clear to me that each of us should be where we belong. But many people out there behave like simple fools, living how they want to live while we obey the rules. If everyone cleaned up their act, then everything would shine. Everyone would be like us, we'd be with our own kind. Life would be much easier if they knew false from true. Then they could love their fellow man exactly like I do. Dale, why don't you speak what's on your mind?
I believe that alcoholics should give up their right to drink, and those without their marbles denied the right to think.
Sounds reasonable.
I'm sure all homosexuals could make themselves go straight. If all the hippies cut their hair, I'd have no one to hate.
There'd be nothing left but love. If everyone cleaned up their act, then everything would shine. Everyone would be like us, we'd be with our own kind. Life would be much easier if they knew false from true. Then they could love their fellow man exactly like I do. Chuck, why don't you tell us what we want to hear?
The unemployed should get a job, there's lots of them out there. Then they'd be wearing cleaner clothes, I wouldn't have to care.
They'd have cleaner sheets too.
And if everyone believed in God and prayed to Him each day, then drugs and sex and cigarettes would surely go away.
Our spirits would sparkle. If everyone cleaned up their act, then everything would shine. Everyone would be like us, we'd be with our own kind. Life would be much easier if they knew false from true. Then they could love their fellow man exactly like I do. Over that stage fright, Nadine?
We could lock up all the criminals and confiscate their guns and use them to hunt deer and elk to teach our growing sons. We could cancel all the TV shows that lead our kids astray and play good ones like Lassie, Get Smart, and Doris Day.
Oh, those are good shows, all right. If everyone cleaned up their act, then everything would shine. Everyone would be like us, we'd be with our own kind. Life would be much easier if they knew false from true. Then they could love their fellow man exactly like I do. And in closing, may love, compassion, and empathy follow you wherever you are, or whatever you are. Good night.